Hello guys, hope you are doing good. So today's video I will be sharing with you our travel journey from Bangalore to Canada and what are the protocols, what are the procedures which we have taken in the airport and what are the safety measures which we have taken which I will be discussing in the video. And thanks to a few other subscribers who has requested me to provide the appropriate details in the video form. So I am thankful to all the subscribers who have approached me. And if you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. My name is Sunit and you're watching Smart and Savvy channel, where we focus in travel related unboxing and technological videos for you. Please don't forget to please like, share and subscribe our button so that you guys will be able to get all our videos in your inboxes. Thank you. So let's keep rolling and let's the video get started. Our flight was scheduled on 11th July at 6 am in the morning. However, we thought of going a bit early on 10th of July, as in Bangalore there was a curfew at that time from 9 pm evening time to morning 5 am. So why to avoid a risk? Why to take a risk? So we thought of taking as a medium as Ola and Uber. And don't worry guys, Ola and Uber are particularly safe about it. They basically do all the proper sanitizers in the car, and as a safety measures for you and the driver, there is a particular shield is placed in between you and the driver. So always make sure you guys sanitize your hands and always wear a mask so that it doesn't have an effect of the COVID. After reaching the Bangalore airport, we were waiting at the waiting area for almost like 9 hours, and 3 hours before the departure we are allowed to enter inside the airport. So in Bangalore everything is contactless. So initially what is the first step they will do? They will scan your body temperature with thermal screening. Followed by you have to provide your boarding passes which will scan in the particular counter, and you have to show an ID proof as a proof and along with the tickets. Then after everything measures has been done properly, you will be allowed to enter inside the airport, and you can directly go to the Air India counter. So here is it guys. Since during our travel, Air India has circulated a notification stating that whomsoever has a travel journey from London and have a connecting flights to Canada via Air Canada cannot stay at the Heathrow Airport Terminal 2. However, as in our case we have a layover of more than 10 hours and our baggage was around checked in baggage was around 23 into 2 plus 23 into 2 plus additional 23 kg. So we have to pay Air India around 14k plus GST for our additional 1 kg of it. And additionally, Air India was allowing around 8 kg per handbag and one additional laptop bag which you guys can carry. So after finishing the security check, we finally moved to the boarding gate, and those guys who were having a middle seat, they were given a PPE kit which is a kind of white kind of a raincoat type of kind of material which covers all your body. And those who are not having a middle seat, they were giving a sanitizer, a mask and gloves. This is all will be provided by the Air Indian guys, so please utilize it. And once after your security checks over, you finally board the plane. In plane, once you start entering, you will be given a water bottle and separate. After all the security check has been complete, we've been allowed to board the flight. Once we board the flight, we saw that a water bottle is placed in our seat to avoid minimal contact with the cabin crew members, and all the lavatories is well equipped with the sanitizers. So finally our journey to Delhi begins, which is approximately 2 hours from Bangalore. So please stay tuned guys, we'll be updating on the other destination experience as well. Thank you. Welcome guys. So we reached Delhi at around 9 am in the morning. We took an inter-transfer and we waited for our next connecting flight, which is from Mumbai. So our bag was tagged to London and we are free to roam at the airport. And our journey to Mumbai begins at 5 pm from IGI International Terminal 3. So please continue to watch our video for next destination. Finally guys, we reached Mumbai at Terminal 2 around 7 pm in the evening. We have our next flight scheduled to London, which is on the next day at 1 pm. So in spite of not allowed to go south, so we rather booked a Hotel Miranta, which Hotel Naranta Hotel, which is at Terminal 1, Level 1. So we stayed there whole night, and in fact we have taken a meal as well. A morning breakfast was provided as a complimentary. So it's very cheap, guys. It's not that much costly. It's like 7 to 8,000 per day cost. And so next day we got a notification from Air India stating that our flights are rescheduled to 1 p.m. from 2 p.m. We thought of going a bit early in the morning. So next day we left the airport around 9 a.m. in the morning. So as usual, so initially they will be, once you reach the boarding gate, they will be giving you a self declaration form which you have to sign it. And side by side, once you reach the boarding gate and the counter, they will do a proper temperature check. Then finally, once you uh, enter the immigration counter, they will be, you have to give all the documentation, your ticket, from which you have a COPR letter, everything you have to provide them a ticket. So if you have a connecting flight from London, you have to provide that as well, and the foreign flight that is from Canada, you have to show them the ticket. You have final destination Canada as well. There's one catchy thing, guys. Once you go to the immigration counter, they will be asking you what is the purpose and what is the meaning of COPR. Sometimes they ask you, so you have to make sure you explain those guys what is COPR means. COPR documentation they might ask you. Apart from that, they will ask you some kind of approval letter which you have from IRCC. So you all my guys might have received an IRCC mail stating that prior to March 18, 2020, you might have, those who have given a invitation of COPR, they are allowed to travel. But that exception mail, you can keep it in your mobile and show to the respective immigration officer. And apart from that, everything was hassle free. It's not that difficult as well. Our voting started on time, so people who have a middle seat they were given a PPE kit, and apart from that, all the four items and water bottles were kept on the seat for the travelers to occupy it, and there was a minimum social distance which is maintained, and no cabin crews will be allowed to either speak to you or something. And so our journey to London has begun now. So total time to reach from Mumbai to London was 9 hours. So one more, guys, important information stating that whenever you use any airlines or anything, the lavatory you should keep it good, because we have seen in our airlines that they're not properly maintained. We cannot blame Air India for not maintaining the lavatories or washrooms. It's our responsibility as a citizen of India. It's our responsibility to keep the environment clean. And in spite of reminding by the Air India staff to keep the lavatories or the washroom clean, we have seen a lot of times like people are not utilizing the washroom properly. They are not maintaining. They are not sanitizing. So make sure you guys keep all the sanitizer and wear all the gloves and masks all the time, so to avoid COVID symptoms. And finally, we reach London airport at around evening 7 p.m. BST timings. So keep watching, guys. Thank you. Welcome, guys. In continuation of the journey, we land at London airport at around 7 p.m. BST timings. So once you enter the airport, you will be taken to a terminal 2 where you have to scan one app which is a UK government app at uk.gov, where once you try to scan that app, you have to fill one self-declaration form stating that from which place you are coming and what is the purpose of visit. So finally, once we downloaded the app and filled all the details, respectively, your immigration officer will get that all the details in the form of Word format or a PDF format, and that you have to carry in your mobile to show your respective immigration officer. So once we even placed in the line, we went to the immigration officer. So they will ask you some few couple of questions stating that what is the purpose of visit, from which location you are traveling. So don't be nervous about, guys. So it's just that they are doing their work genuinely. And one more thing, important thing, guys, if your travel is or if your stay is more than like 10 hours or something, they will not allow you to sit at the terminal to London airport. They will tell you to, if you have a transit visa, or they will tell you, or if you have booked a hotel in place. So for luckily, guys, we have booked our hotel on the hotel name as Hyatt Palace. So we have shown him a ticket in our mobile stating that we have already booked the ticket, because if you don't have the ticket, so he will not provide you a transit visa which is available for 24 hours. transit visa name is DATV, so that you can Google it up, and I will put a link to description actually. So that it kind of transit visa where you can 24 hours can transit visa where you are allowed to exit the airport, but however you have to directly go to the respective airport and stay there, and the next day you have to come back to the airport. And if you don't have that, sorry to say guys, he will not allow you to step outside the airport only, and he will make sure you guys book a hotel, because it is COVID now. None of the government is allowing some other country residents to come and stay over here without a valid purpose. So make sure you have it. So next day we came back to the airport, and we have that bit of stamping in our passport stating that DATV transit visa we have got. So all the immigration checks were very normal, and in UK you have to here immigration checks is a bit different. It's very stricter, so all your luggages and everything will get scanned, and side by side your body check also will be done. So I went in a thermal screening where they told me to remove my shoes, and shirts what I was wearing, but how they told me to you have to do a circle like this, and so they were checking all the thing. Once after everything is done, we were allowed to wait at the waiting room till the time our planes are not coming. So next day, like Canada, we are traveling. So 1 p.m. is the time. So I will be telling you about the experience how the Canada Airlines was there, and stay tuned, guys. Hi guys, finally we left our Hyatt Palace hotel in the morning, so that we have to catch our next flight to Air Canada. So once we landed at the airport, there is one immigration guy who will be checking your COPR letters. If you have a spousal visa, they will be checking if it's a primary applicant, secondary applicant. That documentation you have to carry with you, because he is checking. He's a kind of mediator between the UK government and the Canada government. So you have to show him that. After that, it's very easy process. And once we entered into the plane, that's a very different world, because the airlines are very clean, they are well maintained. Aerosols they'll serve food on the time. You being given a like headphone or a 3.5 head jack actually, so that you can spend your time watching the movies. The wonderful experience which we have in Air Canada, and the washrooms, lavatories were very clean, well maintained. They are professionally done everything. And finally we landed at the airport, and as you guys, as a rule is that you have to do a self 14 days, that is mandatory quarantine. So we have already booked a Airbnb hotel actually, and we have showed this to the immigration officer, and here the immigration is very smooth. Once you land and then you take all the baggage from there, you have to go to the immigration counter where they will check your COPR letters, and they will tell you where your PR card will come into it. So you have to provide or your friend address, or where you are about to stay permanently. If you have taken an Airbnb, that's not a problem, but however you can give your friend address as well, and they will give one more form where you can change your PR address in future per se as well. So his immigration is very easy. They will not ask much questions. That's that you have to be truthful to them, and from where you are coming, what is your purpose. And finally there's a statement they will tell you, welcome to Canada, thanks for having you as a couple, Renee and Matthew, thank you. Like that they will do. So a very honor to hear that kind of words from immigration officer. And once we did all the process and everything, so we took our cab, and we booked an Uber so that we can directly reach our Airbnb flat, and there we are doing our self-isolation for 14 days. We will be making a video of a self-isolation for 14 days, what we are doing and what are the next steps in the coming videos. Thank you guys for watching. Please do like, comments and share our channel, so that it will grow and it will help you also to gain knowledge about the other countries as well. And thank you guys. Bye.